No booby shaking, no booby shaking.
No, I didn't. I elbow shaked or shoulder shaked. Yes. Good evening, and happy Monday. You already know if you are tuning in right now to the Facebook Live, that means that it is time for the what?
The show, people, the show.
Yes, because every time we get together, you already know it's going to be
a show. For sure.
I go by the name of Nina Rock, La Latina Loquita, and to my left we have
Angie Ruiz, La Gordita Sabrosa, cause curves are beautiful.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Hope you guys had an amazing week. We had an amazing week as well. We're going to get into it in just a little bit. But first,
I'm looking like, for real.
Like we do every single week, Angie's going to share,
people. Because you know what? Sharing is caring, you know?
I should do the same.
It won't bother you to share, you know?
What? Why am I not like Spider-Girl? Like, the web brings me what I need. Why can't it be like that?
I don't know.
Chico. Get over here.
I'll
be right back.
Mi gente, she's trying to get her phone before she will start sharing. But you know what? She had that little lazy move for a second. So yeah, she was trying to have an imaginary web to come and get it. But you know what? She needs to get her ass up and get it herself, what she did.
I did. I got my ass up.
Yes, my people. So share. Because you know what? Sharing is caring. You know, y'all be sharing more than that. So it won't bother you to click and share.
Yes.
Yes, time for the show, people. But yeah, mi gente. So how was everybody's week? How was everybody's weekend?
What the fuck is this?
What? Why you be watching on your phone, man?
If I can show you what I'm looking at right now.
Don't things pop up on your phone depends on what you're looking at before that?
No.
Or maybe you mention around it. Remember, your phone got ears.
This is someone's post. It's not like a sponsored ad or something. This is someone's post.
Do you know that person?
Yes, I know her somehow or other. I really wish I can show you, but if you want to see, send me a message and I'll send it. But like, really, it's disturbing.
Okay. All I know is you don't need no man with that.
No, I'm just gonna save it. I mean, cause look, I mean, it's not that bad.
But it needs some sazon.
Some adobo?
Yeah, it's too pale.
Some adobo?
I don't know,
barbecue
just
sauce?
No, nothing red. It just needs some color, some tan. That's too pale.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
If you want me to show you, I'll show you. I'm not going to show you. But anyway, guys, yes, we are... I had an amazing...
She was about to share the live until she actually bumped into that thing that she just looking at right now.
It threw me off completely. Like, whoa, what? But anyway, guys, I hope you guys had an amazing week. We're going to talk about ours in just a week. But in the meantime, Angie is sharing. I shared as well, but I don't share as much as her because it's not what I like to do. Because the way I see it is, you guys know what time we come on a Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Ma'am, it's good to share too, ma'am.
All right, fine. I'll
share. Yes, it's good to share, okay?
I don't like to share, and that's the problem.
Can you ask her what kind of sharing she's talking about?
I don't like to share my food. I don't like to share straws. I don't like to share toothbrushes. I don't like to share towels. Shall I go on?
You shouldn't be sharing towels.
That's gross. It's disgusting, but there's people who do it.
You should not be sharing the same towel.
You shouldn't share your toothbrush neither.
Neither that.
I don't like sharing.
Not even maridos, puñeto.
Not even that.
Not even your maridos. Y'all be sharing that shit.
I'm single.
Y'all be sharing that shit.
I don't got nobody to share.
Don't be sharing. For real.
But if she wants me to share, I'll share.
Ma'am, yes, this is our business. So it's time to share for more brand new viewers who come across from it. They'll be like, who are those two crazy girls? Look right there on the pantalla. Let them come, click, and actually watch. That's the best thing to do.
Did you guys know that for the first time in history, you can literally post, he's an idiot, and 90% of people will know who the fuck you're talking about? I think I'll share that.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So I say, he's an idiot. People will know who I'm talking about?
Yes, 90% of people will know who the fuck you're talking about.
But
unless you're one of the 10% that don't.
I'm saying, I don't think people actually will know exactly who is the idiot I'm talking about, because what about say he's an idiot, right away they're going to think this is my significant other, and I'm like, I'm not talking about him.
Who are you talking about?
I'm saying, because if I say he's an idiot, because I don't be talking about men on the line or nothing. So when I say he's an idiot, so 90% of people who knows me knows there's a he in my life, so they're going to think right away it's him. Understand what I'm saying?
Do you guys know who I'm talking about when I say he's an idiot?
For you?
Just in general.
Oh,
Hola,
the
Rafael,
president.
¿cómo está? Thank you. See? 90% of the people know who the fuck we're talking about.
I'm thinking about you talking about personal.
No. I didn't say nothing about personal.
Oh, I thought it was personal. I thought it was personal. I was like, wait a second. How everybody gonna know who I'm talking
nobody
about?
knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, but that point,
I would
that
say
part,
in
that is
that
not
case-
personal. Then that part I know right away who you talking about.
Exactly, that's what
But
I'm
when
saying.
it's personal, I might know who you talking about because I already know your shit. But otherwise, me, I be like, he's an idiot. You be like, damn, Kevin, what the fuck you think
so
to my
if
Angie?
I say he's stupid, who am I talking about? Let's see how well Angie knows me.
I can't say names.
But you know, we have code names.
Okay, just say a few words how you feel. He's stupid. He's a number.
I'm
He's getting
gonna tell
pissed
you.
off.
Okay, let's see how we're gonna
Okay.
play a little game on how well does Angie know me. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
if you guys think you know, feel free to comment.
We'll
if I
find out.
say he's so stupid,
There's two of them. There's
look. Dum. Speak of the fucking devil.
right here.
Correct. That's the one that just
For
texted
real?
me.
You just blew up your own dance spot. Or yes.
If I say he's so stupid, who's that?
You know who got your heart?
No, but do you know who got it?
I know who got your freaking heart.
Nobody, because it's broken. It's in pieces.
But it could. Little Funko.
No, that wouldn't be that.
What the fuck? You know what? No more comment on that shit. No more comment, cause she's
I'm
gonna
just saying.
She's gonna go somewhere else with that shit.
Okay. Ready? Oh, he's so annoying.
Okay.
That's correct. She's 3 for 3. Okay. Sometimes he just disgusts me. That one was wrong, but that's okay.
And that one.
That one, I'd be like, oh, he's so boring. Which one's that one? Ding, 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 ding. I told y'all I'm an asshole. You can't date me because I'm an asshole. That's just my problem. But at least I admit
She's,
it.
you know what? She's a nice asshole.
Is
She's
there
a
such a
nice,
thing?
lovable. Yes, you got that kind heart. But until they fuck with you, they be like,
Is there such a thing as a nice asshole?
yes, it is. It is a nice one. It's a nice one until they mess with you, and then you really become an asshole. So actually, you will be nice, lovable, beautiful, sweetheart. Until you like. Those bad thoughts start coming to your head. I'm like, Nina. Stop thinking like that because that's not true. Nina, take that shit out of your head. And I cannot stop her. And then when she realized what the fuck she did, I'm like, I told you so. But okay, that's why I know.
But I don't go.
No, now we want her to go way too.
I don't do that neither. Stop it.
Ma'am,
I don't.
ma'am, be careful. I don't want no thunder or lightning coming through. For real. My hair's already popping to the side like I got hit by lightning. Imagine it.
She's trying to blame it on her. Every day, y'all, on the lightning and the thunder.
Shut up. Hey, we here in the show. We're not going out to a party or nothing after. So we're going straight homey.
We can.
We go straight homey. I mean, I miss those days when we used to do the show, and after the show, we used to go have a drink and
We
have
should.
a nice.
We should go to TGI Fridays on iDrive and have a margarita.
And we used to go to Applebee's too, man. I miss Applebee's.
We could go to Applebee's too.
Remember when they had the dollar margaritas?
We had dollar margaritas.
And that margarita was strong. That fun night.
It was.
They was strong. We were not paying no $15-$20 for a freaking drink. It was
$1.
$1. And that dollar did a lot of affection. All I know is I can't have no more. I got a long drive home, and all of us needed to go home and far.
No comments.
Let me finish your sharing over here.
Yeah, because that is what we were doing. We were sharing.
We were sharing until, you know what, our concentration and conversation went another way. For sure.
ADHD at its finest.
No, it was interesting to let her know. I know what the fuck she's talking about. Let her know.
Why his hair looks like this? Let me show you.
Whose hair?
Hold on, look. He's letting his hair grow.
That looks like a wig.
It looks like
You know those...
like a toupee?
Yes. A toupee with a wave. For real, for real.
That's so funny. But anyway, guys. I'll start with my recap while Angie is sharing.
Go ahead, Starman.
So I had an amazing week. I worked a lot, but I also had a couple of great events that I went to this week. So first and foremost, what did I do on Friday? Thursday I had an event. I had so many events. I'm freaking exhausted. But Saturday, Friday night I actually worked at Senior Frogs. So shout out to Frogs for having me again. And then Saturday, I went to a baby shower. So congratulations to Jeannie and Cam for their baby girl. Not born yet, but they will be born. She will be born soon. So we went to her baby shower. Had a great time. And then Sunday, I had the honor of emceeing the Legacy USA pageant. So shout out and congratulations to all the new queens and kings. Shout out to Kirk. Hey, Kirk. Who was also crowned the very first Mr. Legacy USA. So he was crowned that on Sunday morning. And of course, there's new queens, 2025 Legacy USA queens. So congratulations to all the newly titled royalty. And then in the afternoon, I went to a casting. Not that I was casting, but I made an appearance at the African Fashion Show casting call that was in downtown Orlando. So shout out to Austin for the new event that he's putting together this September, October, I think it is, or September, or I think it's the end of August. But I'll get more information on when exactly his show is going to be. I believe it's the end of August 30th, I think. So don't quote me. But when I have the official flyer, I'll go ahead and post it. So I went to support and to see some of the other models and things like that. Ivy was there, Ashley was there, and some other girls. And we'll talk about castings in a little bit because I think we should touch it on just a tiny bit. And then Sunday night, then I went to lunch, and then Sunday night, I actually worked at Frog, so I've been back there again, and it was super packed, super crazy. We had a fun night. We turned up. We got a little ratchet and all that. So if you've never been to Senior Frogs, make sure you come on through, come have a shot, or maybe even two. You know your girl got you. So
So this is gonna be a weekend thing again?
Probably. You know me.
I need to come through, but I was not in town this weekend. That's why I couldn't go.
Yeah. So I'll let you know when I'm back again. Y'all know that I've been in and out of there for the last 10 years. Frogs is like my second home. And yeah, had a great time. Shout out to everybody who came out and turned up with us. So that is what I did.
Okay. Well, me? Oh, you forgot to mention we went to bingo
We
last
went
Tuesday.
to bingo on Tuesday. Yes, we did, but I'll leave that for you.
Yes, after the show last Monday, of course, we said our goodbyes. I'm like, see you later, see you next weekend. You know, not next Monday like we usually do. Mm-hmm. But, you know, me little message and text, hey, want to go to bingo? Of course, we met up in bingo. We went to bingo. It was kind of empty, you know, because...
I still didn't win.
I know.
Just saying. How to put that out there.
I noticed that people would like come to bingo when they know it's the big game happening. That's when they come by. They're like, okay, we're gonna go to big because the big game is coming. But that day, the big game was not coming that day.
There's a picture of us this weekend.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah. But then after that, I went to a business meeting with my girls. I love you, my shapeless girls. I should not be calling it shapeless girl. My girls. Oh, I forgot. We do have a name, but
You can't say it yet.
I cannot say it yet, but I need to remember. It's a brand new game that name you're gonna have each other. If y'all actually watching right now, let me know in the comment what is our name. I know y'all gonna be like, what the hell, Angie? I know. Well, then actually on Friday I left to another big business meeting that I needed to have. But it was, let's say it was like a nightmare roller coaster shit that happened that weekend. Like, I was so mad. Actually, this will be a nice talk for us right here in the show about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Frontier. Yes, I'm gonna say it. Fucking Frontier. Yes, FRONTIER. I'm telling you. Okay. It was perfect. Like, usually when I travel, I go, I sit down. Perfect. Everything was going nice and smooth. No problem. Not at all. We got to the airplane, blah, blah, blah. From nowhere, I'm sitting down. My foot slides nicely. When I'm sitting down, I'm like, damn, this floor kind of slippery. Even though it's rug, it's kind of slippery. Then I noticed that the woman sitting next to me, she almost bust her ass too sitting down. I'm like, what the hell? We acting drunk back here or something? Mind you, we on row 27, all right? So it's 3 women sitting together. 3 women. Then from nowhere, she had put a bag. I think she had bought some food. And when she picked it up, her bag was wet. She was like, what? The floor is wet. I'm like, no wonder we sleeping our ass over here. I'm like, the floor is wet. And then in my head right away, I'm like, yo, whoever was sitting in this seat, I hope they didn't pee because they couldn't have no time to go to the bathroom when they were landing or they were waiting to get out, whatever. That's the first thing that will come to your head. Somebody pee on the floor. Mm-hmm. So then from nowhere, she's like, oh, I'm actually a nurse. Ooh, and then she goes like this in my face. Can you smell? I think it smell like urine. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm like, what? And she's like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe because the bag. I don't know, but I hope I'm wrong. That's what the lady was saying. Mm-hmm. So, everybody's getting ready. They're about to close the door. Once they close the door, that means we're about to leave. They're about to close the door, and the lady was like, should we tell them that the floor is wet? Because what about it's something else and we don't say nothing, something happens to us? And I'm like, I guess we need to tell them that the floor is wet from nowhere. Mm-hmm. Our row. And then the lady was like, yeah, hopefully that could move us. I was like, lady, I don't think they're going to move us because this is a sold-out flight. Whether they move us to the bathroom or somewhere else, I'm staying right here. What I did is I didn't want to move my bag. I was so upset. So we told the flight attendant, what? Did one of y'all spill any drink in your hands? I'm like, man, we didn't have no drinks in our hands.
We haven't gotten the drinks yet.
We just came in. And we're not going to get no drinks from them because they sell it. We're not buying if it's not. I want a free drink. Okay? So we were like, no, man. And then the gentleman that's behind us, he was like, oh, my floor is wet too. She was like, your floor is wet? And they kept on going. Everybody from my row all the way to the back, their floor was wet. Okay. So right there, I'm like, oh my God, did somebody clog the toilet? This toilet got clogged. That's how all that water is all around the rug. So what happened there, boom, they cannot close the door. They're not going to leave until they find out what's going on. Because God forbid we're in the air, boom, it will be worse. So when from nowhere you see one maintenance man coming. All right?
What, maintenance man?
Maintenance man, for him to find out what's going on. Then from nowhere they called 2 more maintenance. I was like, oh shit, this is serious now. So they in the back working. An hour passed by, girl. We sitting there. An hour passed by. They're still working. More maintenance men come in, gone out, come in, going out, come in. And you hear them banging, cling, 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 whatever. An hour and a half passed by. So there I see the pilot. The pilot was kind of handsome. And he was like a Chinese guy. Nice, handsome, different. He looked like, he looked Asian. And so he came, he got on his knee, and he goes, I just want to make sure this floor is not that wet for ya. Then he went like this. His hand went. He was like, "This floor is wet. I'm not gonna take off like this." He was like, "I need the crew to come and dry the floor." He was like that. So then he was nowhere. You see the flight attendant telling everybody from my row all the way to the back. She goes, "Listen, I would need all of you to get up and go outside to the hallway. While we vacuum the floor for you." But, and then somebody was about to open the thing. She was like, no. Just take your personal items. Leave your carry-on behind. Just take your personal and go to the hallway. Right there to the hallway. Right next to the door of the airplane. Girl, we're in the hallway. We there standing, talking. So people are upset, whatever. Because, you know, it's about to be 2 hours. So, because by law, they're sitting for 2 hours, they will need to remove everybody out of the airplane.
Yep.
And that's what they did. So because they hit the 2 hour mark, they were like, okay, it's time to remove everybody out. So while the people that was in the hallway, which is us, they were like, okay, go sit next to the gate. Go there and we call you when we're ready. Never know when you see people start coming out, ma'am. You taking me out of the picture, ma'am.
I'm trying to fix this. Sorry.
So they started taking everybody out. So I went to my little corner. I went to the restroom first. I was like, you know what? Let me go to the restroom. Then I went to a corner to charge my phone. I started charging my phone. Everybody was in the other side. I was in my corner charging my phone. Nicely. 30 minutes later, they're ready to call us back in. We went back in nicely. I even made a video. Okay, take 2. Hopefully this time we leave right now. And I went like this. I'm like, this floor is still fucking wet. I'm like, you know what? I'm staying shut. This floor is, they really didn't bathroom shit, you know. And the lady that was in the middle of me, she moved from her seat. She moved out of her seat. So, you know what? Take 2, whatever. You know, I'm thinking everything's perfect. All right, we arrived. We arrived at my destination. Okay. When I got to my destination, you know, everybody leaves by row, right? So it was my turn to get out of my aisle, open the bin, and take out my carry-on, right? Girl, I opened the bin. I'm like, where's my shit? I was straight up like that. Where's my shit? And I looked to the side, everybody that's waiting for me to move. And then I was like, yo, my shit is not here. Somebody move my shit. And then the white guy that was in another aisle, he goes, oh, ma'am, that's my bag. I'm like, exactly. My shit was where your shit is right now. Where's my shit? And the flight attendant, hey, ma'am, we took everybody's carry-on out once we released everybody out. And I'm like, what? She was like, we told everybody to take their carry-on and their carry-on will be outside. I'm like, I didn't hear shit. Nobody told me
no,
shit.
You didn't.
What you mean? Y'all touched my thing. What I mean? You told me to leave my carry-on here and just take my personal stuff. She was like, oh, just speak to the flight attendant that's in the front of the airplane. I went to the front. It was the pilot and another flight attendant. I was like, listen, my carry-on is not here. They told me to leave my carry-on in, and now she's saying that they took everybody's carry-on out. The flight attendant told the other flight attendant, y'all took their carry-on out? She was like, yeah. The pilot looked at me. That flight attendant looked at me. She was like, you need to talk to the people in front right here and ask for a supervisor. And I'm like, no, I need y'all to call and find out where's my luggage, you know? Because for me to say I lost my carry-on, people will be like, what the fuck you lost your carry-on? Because it is a carry-on.
Right.
So I went to the front desk and I'm like, hey, can I speak to a supervisor? She's like, I'm the supervisor. I'm like, listen, the flight just got here. We were delayed for almost 3 hours, okay? And not only that, my carry-on is not where I left it. Oh, man. But maybe they checked it in for you. Maybe it's in the carousel waiting for you. I'm like, man, what will guarantee you that it will be there? She's like, possibly they saw it standing, they took it, they checked it in. I'm like, I still look kind of like, and I'm like, if it's not, they want to do. She was like, oh, there's an office down there, and just talk to them. I'm like, these people got me back and forth, mind you. I went. The carousel was a few luggages on the floor waiting for owners. Nobody was in the carousel. I'm like, damn, I got here late. Everybody was rushing out. Because basically, you could say 85% of the airplane had a carry-on.
Of course, it's frontier.
So they were like, no, even though you have to pay for everything. Yeah. You have to pay for the carrier and everything. But they just wanted to roll out, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, waiting. I'm like, nothing coming out. I looked through all the luggage that's on the floor. Like, none of them is mine. I went to that office. And listen, I just came from Orlando. My carry-on is missing. If there's any luggage is still coming from Orlando, she's like, yeah, just give it a few minutes. It's still putting out. I'm standing. I'm like, the fuck? Where's the luggage is coming from? Where are they? Only one popped up. I'm like, that's not mine. I went back to that office. I was like, listen, my carry-on. And she was like, oh, but ma'am, what is your number? I'm like, ma'am, I don't have a ticket number because it was a carry-on. I did not check it. It was a carry-on. Right. And I told him the story all over again. Right. She was like, oh, my goodness. She was like, but you need to do a claim. You see that barcode thing outside standing in front of you? Need to claim. I'm like, how am I do a claim with no number, man? I need you to call Orlando and send somebody to gate number 10 and tell them if there's a luggage there. Oh, man. Well, maybe. I'm like, no, maybe nothing. Well, y'all call. Like, they were like that girl really didn't want to do their fucking job, for real. Like, they will piss me off. So, they went away. One of them like, okay, let me try. She called Orlando. They called Orlando office. They're like, they didn't pick up. Then she called again. They didn't pick up. I'm like, mother flower. Can I get Orlando number myself? They give me two numbers. And then I was like, what am I going to do? I need my thing. Can y'all call Frontier or something? She's like, oh, this is the number for Frontier. You need to call. I'm like, these people. So I called Frontier. There was nobody live.
You're like, my carry-on should have been on the plane. It's not there. Yeah, what the fuck?
I left a message, and they, supposed to call me back, which they did. They called me back like 30 minutes later. That's why they called me back. I called Orlando. The second number of Orlando worked, and the two girls are like, oh, there's no teal color here. Do you have a license plate on your carry-on? I'm like, no, I don't got no fucking license plate on my carry-on. Well, and they kept us supposed to checking. Like, man, your luggage is not here. I'm like, where is my luggage? Can somebody go to gate 10 and find out? Man, we all the way down here. We're gonna call, but there's nothing on gate 10. In my head, I'm like, this mistress did not check. Mm-hmm. They're not checking. Of course not. I went back to the main office, like, listen, what's up? What's going on? Y'all need to do something. Man, just do a claim. You're supposed 6 numbers. Just invent yourself 6 numbers. Like, how am I going to invent 6 numbers?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the
Which didn't work. So I went. I tried to do a claim. And from nowhere, when I'm doing the claim, it's not going through me putting those fake numbers. I even put 0000. And that put 6. Nothing. So then from no Frontier called me back. They were like, hey, man, what's going on? And I told them exactly what's going on. She was like, oh, and then she tried to do it with me doing it on my phone, and it did not work. She's like, also go to the office, tell them they could do it for you. I'm like, man, I was with them in the office, and they really didn't want to do nothing. But man, just talk to them. And I'm like, no, you stay on the phone while I knock on that. That literally closed the door for me to knock this time. It's less on me.
I would have ended up in jail. All this back and forth shit, my ass would have been in jail.
The people saying. No,
you like somebody in this motherfucker better find my goddamn carry-on because I know I carried it on the plane.
You are saying the same thing that the people that are supposed to meet in my destination, they were like, you were too calm, Angie. Because I would be like,
I was like, arrest me because I'm fucking flipping
I was not going to do that because for one, I'm not in my state. Two, I need to calm myself.
My patience is already here and I wasn't even there.
Girl. So I knock. They open the door like, yes. I'm like, listen, I'm with Frontier on the phone right now. Your company right here. And the lady was like, yeah, hello. And like, she's telling me for y'all to do the claim for me. They were like, but, I'm like, ma'am, you see, you hearing them? Can y'all do the claim?
This is what the fuck I've been dealing with for the past hour and a half.
Girl, it took me over 2 hours. Over 2 hours doing that shit for my luggage alone. So the lady did the claim
for a carry-on.
Right away. And she was like,
for a carry-on she gave me the paper. I brought on the plane.
Yes. Girl, when I called Orlando again the next morning, she was like, ma'am, how you gonna lose a carry-on? I'm like, ma'am, how the fuck y'all lost my carry-on? Because they were like, how you gonna lose your own carry-on? I'm like, man, I did not lose my carry-on. Y'all lost my carry-on.
Anybody got some Advil? Because I had a fucking headache.
Girl, no, I wanted to flip on the phone. Like, you know what? If I flip, then that's gonna help me. They're really not gonna help me if I flip. That's one thing. Girl, so she gave me the paper right away. I was like, that's it? She's like, yes, that's it. You just need to wait until they give you a call if they find it. I'm like, that's it? I'm in my destination. I don't got no underwear, no hygiene products. I don't got no clothing for my business meeting. I was like, my tears wanted to come out so badly. Then my personal ride.
I would have been like, I'm going to your house to get clothes. Okay, bitch?
Then to make it
They
worse,
should have given you a voucher to go buy some shit.
I'm still gonna be emailing them because they need to
You still
reimburse
have
me
a
with
stock?
something.
You still have
Oh
a-
no, wait,
oh,
I'm getting
okay.
there. So, girl, I'm calling, telling my ride that they have been waiting in the side of the road over 2 hours, waiting for me to finish my shift. Okay, I could pick me up now. Their car is not turning on.
Oh my.
Their car broke down. What the fuck is going on? I was like, girl,
I shouldn't even laugh because I know that feeling when the car don't turn on, but that's
I was
fucking
like,
funny.
what is going on? I
That's
was like,
a sign. Those are all
I was
signs.
like, if there's something stopping me
Yep.
from arriving to my
Yep,
destination.
there's a reason for
and
everything.
and I'm sitting down. Then I'm trying to find a place to charge my phone. So my legs are hurting already because I have my sneaker that I high. So I just stand against the wall, charging my phone like this, with my purse going down, waiting until they actually replace the thing. Girl, it took almost 2.5 hours for that car to get fixed. I was like, let me just. I started eating some chips that I had in my bag. You know, I like to carry on some, snacks in case of an emergency. I'm sitting down. Then I meet this gentleman that he got his own podcast. And he's like, hi, my name's such. I'm like, hi, I got 2 podcasts myself. Monday night at Facebook, I told him like that. His story was worse than mine. I'm like, oh, fuck. His flight got canceled. Then he was sent to Denver, where he's supposed to go to where I was. It took him 24 hours more to get to where I was. I mean, all bullshit going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. My ride came, blah, blah, blah. They were like, okay, they hooked me up. They took me to a place for me to get my hygiene product, get some underwear, get at least one night outfit. And they were like, well, tomorrow we actually going to take you to a store for you could get an outfit for the meeting and stuff like that. I'm like, sure, thank you. The next day, yes, I got my outfit. But still, I felt out of place,
Of course.
Everybody's laughing, giggling. Oh, let's go to a breakfast. In my head, I'm like, I don't want to go to none of that shit. Like, I was still sad. I was crying. I was upset. Not crying for being a baby cry, but it's just I was upset.
And you spent money that you wasn't anticipating. You weren't planning on spending.
And
first of all.
thing that I had inside the luggage, I needed it. Like I had some items in there that I needed it for the meeting and shit. I'm like, the fuck? And some clothing, brand new clothes that I had bought from my other
What
thing.
items did you need for your meeting?
Some things that I needed.
What
like,
kind of meeting was it?
a good meeting, man.
Uh-huh.
Business meeting, okay? But girl, after that Saturday night, we did the dinner. We did the meeting. We did the meeting dinner. Then the girls decided to go to the movies. We went to the movies. And then after that, we were going back to the hotel rooms. Everybody's happy. Cha, cha, cha. Still that shit's bothering me. I'm like, damn, tomorrow I'm going back home in the morning. I still don't got my shit. Because earlier Saturday, I did call Orlando. It was a nice lady this time. And she was actually literally, I could feel it in my heart that she was actually helping me, asking Louis. So she's like, there is a teal one here. And I'm like, okay, is there some beige sandals? She's like, there is a beige sandal here. I'm like, there is a pink sandals too? Yeah, there is a pink sandal. I'm like, oh shit, she got my suitcase. And then she goes, do you got some clips in here? What kind of clips do you got here? I'm like, I don't got no clips in there. She's like, yeah, you got some weave clips? I'm like, man, that's not my suitcase. Because I don't wear no weave.
She's like, I don't wear weave.
I don't wear weave.
This is real hair.
So I'm like, damn, that's not my suitcase. I got so happy because 2 shoes kind of like point. I'm like, no, that's not mine. So then she kept on. She said, I'm going to give you a call. We be do. Then I call Frontier again. Nothing. I call Atlanta. That one's like, yes, ma'am. How can I help you? I'm like, ma'am, did y'all find my suitcase? There's no suitcase here. Bye. I'm like, mother flowers. Girl. Saturday night when, everybody's talking. I'm here falling to sleep when they're talking to me. From nowhere, I didn't notice my phone, somebody called. I had my phone on vibrate. But then I noticed the call game and I started playing Monopoly and it come up number. I clicked it and I didn't notice that I already had received a text too. I clicked it and it was actually my destination office. They were like, Frat, I'm not gonna say my real name. Your suitcase is here. I'm like, what? Your suitcase just arrived from Orlando. I'm like, the fuck, what? Girl, I went running. It was almost 2 in the morning. I went running to get my suitcase. I was like, should I go now or should I wait? Because I still need to be over there in the morning. You know, fuck it, let me go get my suitcase. I went, got my suitcase, brought it back. I was so happy. There was so many suitcases came in. So I guess everybody that was with me, they didn't have their suitcase.
There's something that you can file. They're supposed to reimburse you something or
They say if they would not find it in 3 days, they would actually reimburse me and pay for
money.
everything.
Yeah, they give you money.
But that was not 3 days. That was, you know, I only stood there for 2 days, so it was basically a day and a half. But still, I'm gonna complain about
in
it.
jail. Hell yeah, complain. Be like, I
complain
had to buy
about
new
it.
clothes. I had to buy this. I had to buy that. This is my
I
receipt.
did. I had to spend so much money on hygiene, the wipes,
Exactly.
toothpaste,
Exactly.
toothbrush,
That's
a
that.
brush for my hair. I had to buy eyeliner, eyelashes, not eyelashes, the eyeshadow. Man, I was so mad. But
Listen,
thank God it
I'd
came
have
back
been-
to me
I would have
a
been
few
in
hours
jail.
before I came here.
I would have been in jail or some shit, or walked away with a check, something, or
They were like-
or someone's fucking neck. One of the two.
They were like, "Oh, are you going back in the same airline going home?" I'm like,
Fuck
no.
no,
This
y'all
is
gonna
another
reimburse
airline,
me.
and I'm making sure my shit is with me like a doggy thing lash. No, I was in another airline coming back home.
A doggy what?
A lash, you know, the lash, like
A leash?
a leech, yeah.
Hablando
Shut up.
inglés.
Shut up.
Hablando
So it was another airline that I came home with, and that one was nice and smooth, no problem. The floor was not wet, nothing.
But
Nice and smooth.
what did they say was wrong with the floor? First of all,
They
let's
didn't
start
say
with that.
anything. They fixed whatever they need fixed. And the only thing they told us when the captain came and he touched the floor, he's like, the floor is still wet. We need to vacuum the water out for them. And that's what that, when they took us out. Otherwise, they didn't tell us what was wrong with it or nothing. Obviously, it was not a toilet clog.
Right.
But I think it might have been maybe a AC clog.
Maybe the AC
You know,
leak.
when AC leak water, when it's clogged or whatever, it will leak. But it leaked the whole, from aisle number 27 all the way to the back at the end. All the way. All those aisles was soaked wet. I mean, soaked that you slip. You slip. Like, I could have walked and go, ay, me caí.
You should have.
Ay, me
They're like,
caí.
my neck.
For
My back.
For my... Worse than it is. My luck, I'm telling you. No, and there was some customers, some people there that have been stuck since the day before in Orlando. That their flight from that company, their flight got canceled the night before, and they got booked to the flight that we were. So when they were stuck for those 2 hours, they were like, "What the fuck is going on?" One of them was like, "Here, I'm giving you this link for they could try to give you your money back, but the only way to give it back if we get canceled today." So I know half of them was praying that we get, canceled.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We just got delayed almost 3 hours.
That's insane.
They actually left before we made the 3 hours. Because if we make exactly 3 hours, then they had to reimburse us with something. But they actually left like 10 minutes before 3 hours. That makes us like, let's go. Close the door.
This shit on one way or another, hot fire, whatever the
Like, hello, here we go. Everybody in? Everybody in? Okay, let's go.
Let's go, this bitch, let's go.
That they didn't even notice that my luggage was still outside. And the thing is, like, you didn't notice your luggage. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna notice my luggage is outside? In my head, it's like, I'm going in. I'm ready to go in. I'm not going in, going like this, looking everywhere. No.
Like, I'm ready to go.
Like, y'all lost my luggage.
I would have checked. Be like, my luggage is missing. Why you didn't check it when you got on the plane?
Because
When you got
everything
back
was
on the
closed.
plane?
Supposedly it was closed when we got up.
I don't trust people. I would have checked
I was
it.
like,
I would have checked it. But I'm an asshole. So I'd have been like, my luggage ain't here.
But me,
One of y'all fucking touched my shit.
my New Yorker style came my right away. Where's my shit at?
That's right.
Who took my shit? And you see like the white guy with his eyes real big. Man, that's my bag. Yeah, my shit was where your bag is. Why your shit is my
Why is your shit where my shit was at? The
He's
fuck?
looking at me like, and then I was like, you know what? Let all these people fucking leave. And then when we left, I'm telling you, where's my stuff? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, ask the flight attendant in the front. In the flight attendant in the front, they didn't know anything about it. Yeah,
Who, which one of y'all bitches took my shit off this motherfucking plane? I would have been in
Girl,
jail.
I
I would have
was-
had to fucking...
That even the people that I met over there
I
for
would
my
be
meeting, they were like, I'm surprised you did not flip. You like nice and I'm like, how am I gonna flip? I don't want to make things worse. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to do nothing. And
would
if I
end
want
up
them
in
to
jail.
help me, giving them an attitude, they're really not gonna
But
help
you
me.
still should find out who the fuck took it off the plane. 'Cause
Those
it was-
flight attendants.
But which one? One of them knew that they took it off. Which one?
They were looking at each other like, oh.
Yeah, because one of you took it off. Don't look at you like fucking Scooby Doo,
uh-huh.
bitch. Which one of you fucking
Like,
bitches took my shit off this fucking
So
plane?
the two of them in the back, both of them took everybody's stuff out. All
Right,
of them.
then, but they should have known that. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, we took.
Oh, they're
everything
like, well,
off.
we did make an announcement. Like, y'all didn't make no announcement. I didn't hear shit.
Exactly.
I made them not. Y'all didn't hear shit.
See, no.
But we got some comments.
And you know what? I'm supposed to fly Frontier in a couple of weeks. I'm debating it. Go ahead. Maybe I'll fly fucking Spirit. I don't know. Get what you pay
Neo,
for, guys.
Neo goes. Whoop whoop. Hey Neo, Rafael, gracias por su
Hola,
sintonía.
Rafael.
Vanessa, thank you for tuning in, love.
Hi.
Neo goes, maintenance, man. Hablando inglés con Angie. Maintenance, okay, not maintenance, okay?
Maintenance.
Chris goes, wow, beautiful looking you both. Thank you for tuning in,
Thank
Chris.
you.
He goes, I want to see you more flashing, sweetheart, more. Flashing what? My
That's
finger?
not this kind of a podcast,
No.
honey. So if that's what you're looking for, go to Pornhub. But this is not it. So, with that being said, unless you're going to throw in thousands of dollars into our cash apps, then maybe it's a possibility. But other than that, it's not happening.
What you gonna be flashing? Your eye?
And he didn't say what. I could be like this. It could be the shoulder.
Your shoulder's out already, man.
maybe I put the whole shoulder out, like go like this.
But yeah.
But anyway, wow,
yeah.
that was an experience.
An
That was
experience
an
that I'm
experience.
pissed, and I think is I have to travel next week again, and I want to make sure my carry-ons stay. I'm gonna bring a leash for real. A leash with my carry-on.
Just
shit.
don't fly Frontier.
No, I'm not flying. Well, coming back, I am flying Frontier, but going over there is JetBlue to my other destination that I have to go next week. But yeah.
Yeah, so that was her experience. There you
Beautiful
go.
weekend, very sentimental, emotional weekend. Like, I was pissed, mad, I was everything, you know, like, I was like, what the fuck, I'm stranded over here. I'm here without no suitcase, no clothing, no hygiene,
no
nothing.
deodorant.
Then my right broke down too. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I was like, I took it in another way, like I told you, like, there's something stopping me from getting to a certain place at a certain time.
Absolutely.
So when it was okay for me to go, that's when everything started working again. Even
So
though
you
I'm
can
like,
say, like I said last week, McDonald's saved my life, so Frontier maybe saved your life this
Frontier?
weekend.
motherfucker.
I'm just saying. I always say, I know we joke around, stuff like that, and yeah, I would have been pissed off. But honestly, I do honestly feel that all things happen for a reason.
It does happen
You
for
know
a
what I
reason,
mean?
but
We
then
may not
it made
know
me
it.
waste more money.
Right, but maybe the outfit that you had in your bag wasn't the right outfit. Who knows? Maybe you just never know. I'm just saying, all things happen for a reason. But yeah, I'm talking shit because I would have been pissed. But at the moment, you don't really know why things are happening until after the fact.
I
So,
know. All I know is I missed a few hours or whatever the girls was doing and whatever. I was not part of that thing, but I got to eat some wings and pizza on my way to the hotel. Those wings was great. Teriyaki wings.
I'm so
Yum.
sorry, guys. I'm just so tired today. I've been in and out of sleep all day long.
You know, she
I'm
could have took the
snap
day
out of
off.
it.
She could have took the day off because
No,
I hit
'cause
her
I
up.
think we got a lot of things to talk about.
I hit her up and I'm like, girl, is this a show today?
Yes,
She's like,
it's a show.
she said yes. Why yes? And I put that face like, okay.
So a lot of things happened this weekend. Obviously, we just gone over what we went through this weekend. But on the bigger picture, there was some bombs that were thrown.
It was not our gas.
Some,
It was not Nina Forty.
wasn't our bombs. It was military bombs and all this stuff that's been going on in the world. And, I just want to say we have to really take a moment to, number one, send a prayer to all your military men and women out there because we just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Or the next hour or so because you just never know. And make sure all your family and friends know that you love them. Tell your friends and family that you love them, because again, with everything that happened this weekend, I don't really want to get into it because it's a little depressing. But, you know, we may be going into World War III and we don't even know. We could just be sitting here having a great time. We don't know what's going to happen in the next hour or day or whatever. And, you know, you just want to make sure that you can tell the people in your life that you love them and how you feel about them and that you care about them.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Always, no matter what, whatever we're going through, always. We going through something or not, always tell the person that you love them. Not your family members.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. Should you always do it? Or do you feel that there's times you shouldn't?
No.
Like, let's say you have something extremely important to tell somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Extremely important. And you want to tell them, but you never really have an opportunity to tell them because something always happens, or you just never really have the time to.
Well, if you're talking about a person
Just
that you
general.
don't see 24/7,
Yeah, someone you don't see all the time.
that maybe you see whenever you travel or whatever.
Something,
whenever
whatever.
you get a chance, y'all get a phone call, whatever.